Well, I hope you're all ready for my final ever transfer special here on FM23 and strap yourselves in because it's going to be a fun one. Hello, welcome to part 29 of Road to the Prem with Derby County, and in today's episode we shall be playing our final ever transfer window with Derby and the final season. Obviously, we're not playing through the whole season in this video, that'd be absolutely insane. So let's take a look at our end of season review. As you saw in yesterday's episode, we came this close to qualifying in Europe, but I think we were probably like 3 or 4 points off. So who knows? Maybe this is the year we qualify. Obviously, we won't be managing it if we qualify, but it could be something if we find out in the 5 years in the future video. So the newest arrivals that happened this year were Bendo. I mean, the board was saying ranking him as a D, which I kind of disagree with it, but I think he was a good signing. Probably won't end up getting him back. We might, but I don't think so. Might do, might not. I don't really know. Tyrick Mitchell, he's a good signing, brilliant signing. Quite cheap as well. And John McGinn, yeah, he's okay. He was just experience, that's all that matters. And Vito Roque, absolute brilliant. I'm sure he'll get even more goals this year. Edgar is, yeah, he's useful. Del Prato, yep, was good. Didn't score any or assist any, but hopefully he can try and get a couple this season. Rico Henry didn't play much because he did have an injury, so hopefully he steps up this year. And Turati, absolutely, he had some shaky games, but all in all, he's a good goalkeeper. Then Takahiro Nakai, yeah, he wasn't that good. Might try and sell him, I don't know. Bakayoko, yeah, another one. Probably a bit of a panic buy, but he was okay. Connor Cody, yeah, he was absolutely terrible. So the board wanted us to initially avoid relegation. We did that with flying colours by nearly qualifying for Europe, which isn't really expected of us, but it would have been nice to qualify, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So if Victor Roque got a top goal scorer, we did have a pretty shaky start, conceding 10 goals in the first 3 games. Then we sort of crawled it back towards like October, December sort of time. We had a pretty good run, then sort of did fall apart a little bit. I think if we had won some of these games, like Norwich, maybe not Chelsea, I think if we had beaten Norwich and Leeds United, I reckon we could have had a chance to qualify for it, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Our biggest win this year was a 5-1 win over Brighton. Our match to remember was a 2-2 draw against Liverpool. Why? Goal of the season went to Tyrick Mitchell against Brentford. Okay, I don't remember that goal. Club reputation has stayed the same at 3.5 stars. No new sponsorships. Annual revenue has only two have gone up, and that is sponsorship and competition prize money. The rest of it has dropped down just a smidgen. And most popular shirt sales: Dow, Hannibal, Nakai, really? Olsen and Rocky. That's okay, yep. Our best 11 for this year was Lewis Jr. in goal, who is I'm not sure where he is. We'll have a checking on him like now. He's Al Hilal, 20 appearances, 19 goals conceded. He's pretty much he's had 7 clean sheets, so he's conceded 19 goals in 30 games. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Then we had a back 4 of Del Prato, Edgar, Cody, and Mitchell. Olsen and Hannibal in the midfield. Then we had Doak on the right, Dow in the middle, Ahmed on the left, and Roque up front. That's a pretty decent best 11, that. No manager of the month awards this season. So very surprising. And player awards. Kieran Dow got fans player. Bendo got young player. We already know Tyrick Mitchell got goal of the season. Most assists was Kieran Dow with 8. I mean, that's not a lot, is it? You'd expect him to get at least the upper 10s. And highest transfer fee received was for Falarin Balogun for 30.91 million. Are we going to break it this year? I don't know, to be honest. I ain't going to bother reading the manager timeline because it's completely pointless. You know what? We're going to take a look at our best 11 over our best 11 Hall of Fame, because I've never really looked at this. So we've got Junior. Taylor is at Preston. How's he been doing there? 39 appearances, 4 assists. That's not bad. Obviously, Tom Holmes. He's at Fulham now. How's he got on? He's in the Premier League. I didn't realise that. I thought Fulham were Championship. Okay. Played 24 games, 1 assist. No goals. And Cashin, where is he? Still at Salzburg. How has he been getting on? He scored 2 goals. That's not bad. And Kabore is still at the club at the moment. Simply still at the club. Dow is still at the club. Ahmed's still at the club. Dobbin. Well, what's he doing now? He only had 1 season with us, and it was a pretty good season. He's at Magdeburg, isn't he? Oh, well, he's on loan there. He's actually at Sunderland. Hey, not bad career. Ishmael Assar is still with us, and Dane Scarlett. He is a player I'd love to sign, but I think he is beginning to be a first choice striker for Tottenham, so that's good for him. Let's do the club expectations. What do they want us to do? They want us to develop players using the club's youth system. That's fine. They haven't really developed any yet. Play entertaining football. That's fine. Play defensively solid football. Don't really do that. Play counter-attacking football. That's fine. Make the most of set pieces. That's all good. Sign players under the age of 23. We haven't done that recently, but we could always try and do some this year, considering the transfer budget we've been given, which I will show you in just a second. Work within the wage budget, that's fine. Grow the club's reputation, that's fine. Then contract offers, we don't really need to worry about. Board want us to avoid relegation from the Premier League this year, so we'll do that. My contract does expire at the end of the 2029-2030 this season, but we all know this is going to be my last season, so let's just ignore that or accept all that. To the end of season team meeting, let's see how badly this goes. I'm going to say we're good enough to not be involved in a relegation battle. That's good. Brilliant. Promises can be discussed when we get back. Not, they're never going to be discussed. That's all good. Getting good at these end of season team meetings. They usually start quite badly, but this one went pretty good all the way through. So, in terms of transfers, we do have currently some people going out. So Kabore could be going to Villarreal. Then these are the 2 players I know that are leaving. So Hannibal is joining Aston Villa for 20 million. Then Lewis Sibley is joining Bristol City for 10 million. So that's 30. That was 30 million spent on the transfer budget, but I moved that all into wage budget. Now we've got 50 million transfer budget remaining, then 500,000 wage budget available. Oh, then potentially another. So basically, got 600 wage budget available if Kabore leaves. So that's it. It's going to be a good season this year, I reckon, or good transfer window, certainly. So I'm going to come back when the transfer window opens, so 9th of June, as I always do. I very much doubt I would have signed anyone, but we might have sold a few players. But it's the first day of the brand new transfer window. I've got a little bit of heartbreaking news. If we had finished 8th last season, we would have qualified for Europe. But West Ham's just about sneaked in by the skin of their teeth, and Leeds United are also qualified for Europe. Oh, you stupidly. How are Leeds in there? Oh, they won the Conference League today. Oh, right. Yeah, we were this close. Maybe next year. I reckon this year could be the year we qualify for Europe, which will be sad because it's my final season. So let's take a look who we have been rumoured with. What's this saying? Yeah, I don't know who's going to leave. So we have been rumoured with Hendrick. I wish we have. No, we haven't been linked with Hendrick. Who's he wanted by? Arsenal, but yeah, I mean, look at his wage. Look at his wage. He's only 20 years old. He's younger than me. Jesus Christ, if I was 20 years old, I am 20 years old, but if I had a wage like that, I don't know what I'd do with all the money. So we've been linked with Adam Spanner. That's what I'm going to call him because I can't pronounce his last name. Who's he wanted by? Bristol City and Leon. I don't know. Wait for a scout report to come in. If he's decent, we might make an offer. Tim Penfold? Yeah, doesn't look good. Marish Kumbula. I don't know. Give him another scout. I don't think he's that decent. Yeah, well, I mean, apart from that, we do have two players anyway. You know who they are. Lewis Sibley joins Bristol City, and Hannibal joins Aston Villa. That's the only two that have left at the moment. Obviously, Issa Kabore does join Villarreal for 6.25 million on the 1st of July. We also have heard an offer for Ollie Andrews from Ipswich Town for 120k, potentially 500k, which we have accepted because he's clearly not good enough. But if we can get that sort of money for him, why not? We'll obviously accept. We have got, well, when Kabore leaves, because he's on 49k, we'll have over 700k spare wage budget. That's if we haven't signed anyone by the 1st of July. So it's going to be very exciting. We can get in some big name players. I'm not going to say we're going to sign Wonder Kids because that's probably not going to happen, but you never know. Let's take a look and see what the squad is looking like. Obviously, Kabore's leaving. Ismail Assar is wanted by Sheffield United. He's probably not going to go. And Ahmed is wanted by a whole host of teams plus Sheffield United. So, yeah, he might end up going this transfer window, but I don't really know what's going to happen. I tend to do most of my transfer window business in July. So, at this point, I'm still like, yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I still don't know what's going on. I'm still really annoyed that we finished 1 point off Europe. If only Everton got a draw against West Ham, we may have been in Europe this year. I mean, I don't think there's anything else left to say. Yeah, I'm gonna come back early July. Early July. Hopefully, I will have actually signed a couple players. Well, it's currently the 4th of July. We haven't signed anyone just yet. We made offers for players, but we haven't officially signed anyone. But we have sold a few players. Allow me to show you who. We are in the process of selling Johnny to Blackburn for 5 million. Then we have had an offer for Ahmed from Real Sociedad for 20 million, potentially 34 million. So, which we have accepted because I think Da Costa is a good left winger for him to play week in, week out. And Ahmed is 23 years old. He can go on to be a world-class player. So that's why we're letting him go, just for the good of his career. There we have permanent deals. We have obviously Kabore's joined Villarreal. Then we have also sold Amber Richardson to Real Betis for 15 million. Had a pretty big injury last season. I think we can't see it, but he had like a pretty significant injury. He was out for pretty much half the season. We have also, but I think that's all we're up to date with transfers. That's all we've done. We are in the process of bringing in some transfers. We're in the process of bringing in Marlon Gusto, who is a right back. We've also made offers for Rafael Varane and Anthony Martial. Not that we need them, just for their experience and the names, basically. I'm not sure Rafael Varane's like good enough. This says he's still decent Premier League, but what's Anthony Martial? Anthony Martial's still only 31. He could do a good job for us, but then again, he's experienced. That's good. We need experienced players in the squad, but we will sign some young players as well, like under 23 players, so like potential wonder kids, maybe. I don't really know. I'm going to continue a couple more times just to see if we do end up signing anyone. Right, Johnny is leaving to join Blackburn for 4.7 million. How much? We've got 74 million transfer budget. We've got nearly a million wage budget. How much spent? So the club is currently spending 1.2 million. I don't know. I'm not good at maths, so I don't know how much we're spending now. And we've got a lot of transfer budget. I didn't think we'd have that much left, but it's still only 4th of July. We'll probably end up spending it all, but I don't know. You never know. You never know. I don't really know. Right, let's take a look at the squad. Let's take a look, see what we need. So I would like to get in another goalkeeper, but I'm quite comfortable with having Marshall as backup because when he played last year, he did quite well. Only conceded in. He actually kept 4 clean sheets, so technically he only conceded 7 goals in 4 games, which isn't bad considering he's championship, so not bad. So don't think we'll get another goalkeeper. So centre backs, we have got Webster, Phillips, Cody, and Edgar. Potentially Varane coming in. I don't think we need Varane. I don't know. I don't know. Varane is quite slow. You know what? I'm not going to bother with Varane. I don't think we need him. So, centre backs, I think we're pretty much all good for. I might try and sell one of them. I don't really know. Then right backs, we've just got Del Prato at the moment. Potentially Malo Gusto coming in. So that's potentially right back sorted. Then left backs, we've got Tyrick Mitchell, who is wanted by Real Sociedad, so he could end up leaving, but we haven't had any offers yet. And we've also got Rico Henry, perfectly good backup or first choice. Then centre mid, we've got John McGinn, Bakayoko, Olsen, and Nakai. I don't feel the need to get in any more centre mids. Maybe another like Masala, because Olsen, he's not a Masala, he's a ball-winning midfielder. So a Masala we could do with one because Nakai's he's our only Masala that we've got. The right wingers, we've just got Ismail Assar at the moment. So we'll definitely be looking to sign another right winger. Obviously, unless we get in Anthony Martial, then Brajan Gruder can also move out to right wing. But I can't be honest with you, he is not very good. Might try and sell him. See if we get any offers in for him. Might loan him out. Might need a loan spell just to get some game time under his belt. So centre attacking mids, we have just got Dow at the moment, so definitely need to get another attacking mid. Then left wingers, we've got Ahmed at the moment and Da Costa. So we need then strikers, we've got Vitor Roque and potentially Martial. Bruder is debatable. So I reckon we need, I think defence is sorted. Maybe another centre back, maybe like a young centre back, upcoming 5-star potential centre back. Then full backs, I think we're fine. Maybe another centre mid. Then we need a right winger, centre attacker, mid, left winger. Then potentially another striker. That's if Anthony Martial comes in, because I suspect he's not going to come, but you never know. He might do, but I wouldn't very much doubt him rejecting us because there's better clubs to go than us. Alright, so I think I am definitely going to come back right before our first game of the season. By then, hopefully, I will have signed loads of players. Whether I'll spend all the budget, that remains to be seen. Well, it's the first day of a brand new Premier League season, and let's take a look at all of the transfers we have done this episode. And I must warn you, we've signed some decent players, so yeah, strap yourselves in because it's going to be a fun one. Alright, so let's go through all of the outgoings first. So we started on the back end of last season selling Hannibal to Aston Villa. Then Louis Sibley joined Bristol City, both for a combined total of 30 million. So that's 30 million sold already. Then we sold Amber Richardson to Real Betis for 15 million. Issa Kabore joined Villarreal for 6.25 million. Then Johnny joined Blackburn for 4.7 million. Then David Pereira da Costa joined Valencia for 27 million. And John McGinn has just recently joined Sheffield United for 4.9 million. Then to replace those players, I don't think we signed anyone. No, we didn't sign anyone last season. So all of the players that we have signed this side of the transfer window, or this side of the season, not last year. So first signing was King Lewis Potter. He is a English left winger, 3.5-star current ability. He is a decent Premier League player, so he's our Da Costa replacement. Was going to be the Ahmed replacement until Ahmed rejected his move for some bizarre reason. I do not know. We signed him from Brentford for 22.5 million, so it's not a bad fee. Pretty cheap considering his value is well up into over 50 million. So that's a good signing, I reckon. The next signing is Ben McNamee. He is a English right winger, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's just a youngster, pretty good youngster, good championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. He's on loan from Man City for this season. He's literally going to be a backup for Ismail Assar. The next signing is Randolph Atkins. He is a English centre back, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Leads in Championship at the moment, but potentially Premier League. And another young English loan, this time from Chelsea. So hopefully he can get some game time. I reckon he could be a future England player for all I know. I really don't know. He might be, he might not. The next signing is Malo Gusto. He is a French right back, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's a decent Premier League player. We signed him from Chelsea for 15.25 million. He's only played 2 friendlies. You want to know why? The little dipstick has only broken his leg. He's out for 3 to 5 months. So we've had to get in another right back now, which we'll get onto in a minute. The next signing is Brandon Aguilera. He is a Costa Rican centre attacker mid, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's a good Premier League player. We signed him from Nottingham Forest for 35 million. I think he'll be a very decent player for us this year, considering his value is well up into the 50s and 60s. So that is pretty good, I think. Only 5'6", so not the tallest player. He certainly ain't the shortest. The next signing is Adam Spanoven, or Adam the Spanner, which will be his nickname. He is a Belgian striker, 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's a leading Championship striker at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed him from Beerschot. I think that's how you pronounce it, or is it Beerschot? What's their badge look like? Their badge has got a picture of him. I'm going to pronounce it Beerschot. It might be Beer, I don't know. We signed him from Beerschot for 6.75 million. Interestingly, he started off his career at Gloucester City. I mean, whoever's Gloucester's head of youth recruitment has pulled off a blinder there. I mean, they literally let him go on a free transfer. So, yeah, I mean, Gloucester may have lost a lot of money then from that move. The next signing is Antoine Mendy, who was our French right back, 2.5-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's a good championship player. He is on loan from Nice for the rest of the season, or we might terminate it in like January when if Gusto is back, but hopefully he should be a decent backup. He probably won't play a lot of games. The next two signings are, I warn you, pretty good. We're going to start off with Antonio Blanco, who's a Spanish centre mid. He's going to be our Masala for this year. 3.5-star current ability. He's a decent Premier League player. We signed him from Nice for 10.75 million, formerly of Real Madrid. He played a couple games for Real Madrid, but never really broke into the first team. Primarily played for their B team, which is called Castilla. Why can't they just call themselves Real Madrid B? Don't really understand that. But looks like a decent player. Judging by his value, might not be too bad. The next signing is a good one. This is our last signing at the moment, and that is I don't know how to pronounce this. He's Derek Satsu. We're just gonna call him Derek because it's just easier. Derek Satsuti is a Madagascan goalkeeper, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Best news of all, he is a wonder kid. 6'2", so quite tall. He's a decent Premier League goalkeeper, only 19 years old at the moment. We signed him from Toulouse for a whopping total of 65 million, which is it's a new transfer record. I mean, we've broken it twice this year. So we broke it for Aguilera, then we broke it for Satsuti. So a pretty good transfer window so far. We've still got about a month until it closes. So let's, with those transfers coming in, or gone in, let's take a look at the season preview. First season in ages, it's predicted us to finish outside the relegation places. Let's see how far we have to scroll down to find our key players. Who are they for this year? Tyrick Mitchell and Derek Satsuti. I'm all for that. I'm not sure about Tyrick Mitchell, but Satsuti, pretty easy. Looks like a decent goalkeeper. What's our projected lineup? Yeah, we're not playing 4-3-3. We're sticking with the 4-2-3-1. But apart from that, I think that lineup's pretty much spot on. Obviously, Aguilera will be in attacking mid. And yeah, that's pretty good, that. I think that's a pretty good team, that. I think we have assembled a pretty good squad. Quite a big squad. Because for the first time, I can't remember the last time we've had 3 goalkeepers in the squad. But Philip Marshall is literally going to be third choice this year. He's not going to get any game time because he didn't really get much game time last year. So I will see you all tomorrow. And we've got a difficult. It's not a bad start until you get to December. Then you find out you've got West Ham, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man United, Everton, Man City, Chelsea, all in a row. I suspect we're going to have a winter collapse then. So I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll be playing our first Premier League games of my final ever season here at Derby, which will be against Brighton and Man United. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.